Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Couch Crocheter, episode 94. One finished object, and it's the secret project that I've been working on for 2 weeks. Boy, oh boy, am I glad it is all done. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Couch Crocheter. Tonight I was up here working on my secret project that I've been working on for a friend. We are going away this weekend to a music festival. It's supposed to be really cold. I know that my friend runs cold. So when I got done making my cardigan that I made, that was from Pamela's Adoring Crochet, and the pattern was the Crocheted Essential Sweater. Yes. I thought right away that, oh, I wanted to make her one as well. Not of the same pattern, of something different. So I was scrolling through YouTube and this video popped up, and it was a puff style blanket. Now I'll insert the link down below of where I came up with this concept. So I watched your video and, I got the basic concept of, what was going on. And then I thought, oh my gosh, like that would be so wonderful as like a sweater. It makes little pillows. Like little pillows. Well, this size pillow. So what you do is you crochet your base, and then you go around one side and then the other side, and you just keep going round and round and round and round until you're all done, and then you seal it up and tie it off. So I watched this lady's pattern, and I forget who it is at the moment, and my laptop's dead, and I'm using my phone to record this, so again, I'll just leave it down below. So I watched her tutorial, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this would be so amazing. So I picked out this yarn because it is springtime, and I thought it would be beautiful for spring. So I took it over to my friend's house. It's Gwen. I took it over to her house, and I was like, hey, like, what do you think about these two color yarns? And she's like, oh my gosh, I love them. And I had worked up a couple of squares, and I'm like, oh, do you really like it? And I was like, I want to do this project for spring. I'm like, what do you think about the yarn choice? And she's like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I'm like, fabulous. So then I went behind her back and contacted her boyfriend, Chris. And I'm like, listen, like, get me a hoodie that, she won't miss, but kind of fits her. So I can like model this off of it. So he snuck it out on the porch one night, and I went over and I got it. So then I started building the sweater. And first I'll go over the first two yarns that I used. Premier Bloom Chunky Self-Striping Floral Print. It is 109 yards, 100 meters, 3.5 ounces, or 100 grams. It is 100% acrylic. It is considered a bulky number 5. Recommended hook size is an L or size 11, 8 millimeter. The same with the needles. Machine wash warm, gentle cycle, tumble, dry, low. And this is made in Turkey, and one of the colors was Cactus Bloom. Now, Cactus Bloom is the one that has more of the teal versus the yellow. And I don't have any left to even show you, but you'll see it in the jacket. It's the whole entire back of the jacket. So she really, really loved what did I just say? The Cactus Bloom when I showed it to her. So I made all of it up, and I had 6 skeins of that, and I made it all up, and I put most of them together, and I looked at it and I thought, uh-oh, oh no. So then I had to dive into the next one, which is the same exact yarn. The only difference is that this one is called Daisy, and I had 6 of those. So I did up all the squares that I could and tried to piece them together. And now I'm going to insert a video here of Past Dawn letting you know how it was going throughout the whole entire process. When I did up all the turquoise, which was 6 skeins, I had to go into the yellow, and that was another 6 skeins. So right now, so far, I have 12 skeins into this project, right? So I ran out of yarn. Like, I don't have enough yarn to construct this cardigan. So then I tried to arrange the squares where I thought it could work. And I still ran out. I still ran out of yarn. So what I am short is, let me get a little closer here. I have 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, and then I was going to do 3 of these to taper, right? So I'm missing the 3rd one for this. And then I was going to, if I had enough yarn, just do like cuff style, right? Because this is going to be like shorter, and then it'll come down to like the cuff that's on the sweater, the cardigan that I just made. So I'm short 2 over there. No, 1 over there. And then I'm short 1 over here. So I'm short 2 squares, and that's not counting the middle. I really wish I had another layer, because, you know, these ones are already attached, and this is the outside, and this is the inside of it. So when, you know, it wraps around her, this will be, whoa, I'm not even showing you, sorry. So this, this is the outside, right? No, this is the inside. And then when she puts it on, this will be all connected. So, you know, it won't look like that. And then when she puts it on, it folds over. I wish I had another whole row right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. So then 6 more on the other side would be 12, 13, 14 squares. So in order for me to do this, I'd have to buy 3 more skeins of this yarn. I don't have the money, nor do I have the time to go try and hunt it down, because I don't even know if they make it anymore, to be quite honest. I mean, I'm sure it's out there. So I'm like, I have to use something up here at headquarters. And I'm like, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have? So this is what I came up with. And I don't know whether to go classy, trippy, like classy or trippy, or, you know, also categorize it as, you know, blend in a little bit because it already is bright, or stick out. So this pink with love, with the sparklies in it, does not quite match the pink that in there, but it's really close, and it's not showing up as wonderful as it is. And yeah, it's pretty close. That's pretty darn close. Or do I go with classy and go with the metallic Lime Brand with love? Is it with love? Yeah, with love. It's not Lime Brand, it's Red Heart. I'm sorry. Red Heart with love, metallic white. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to not do any more squares. I'm just going to have to do a double crocheted border using the same front loop only to compensate the pattern that's going with it, up to fill up this gap right here from like here to here all the way up, and then do the same, and then tie that off, do a border around the bottom of it, tie that off, then do a border around the collar, tie that off, then do the sleeve cuffs. But I'm kind of at a standpoint. Do I do trippy flashy with the pink? Or do I do a little bit more blendy, a little more classy, not so woohoo? Because I think it is already woohoo with the white. Guys, I don't know. So then, guys, I didn't know where to go from there. So I went home last night. Now, keep in mind, I've been working on this for the last, see, Sunday night, Monday night. I didn't go. Tuesday night, Wednesday night. So 3 nights. 3 nights I worked on this, like hard. I was making the squares before, but like the last, not last 3 nights, but 3 nights. I put them all together. I had to sew everything. I had to situate it. So then I found I had no matching colors of any yarn behind me and next to me that was a 5 bulky. Okay, so it is 3 squares that I have left. I think I'm just going to leave them out, and I'm going to pare it down somehow with this number 5 really chunky white. And then when that runs out, then I have the, oh my God, guys, I don't even know. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. But then I have the Red Heart Premier Metallic with Love. Now, this is a number 4. So I'm going from a number 5 to a number 6 to a number 4. Or I just might double it up, so then it'll be more like a number 6. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Yeah, so I'm going to finish it and see what happens. Give it to somebody knowing that I don't have confidence in the work that I did. And I was really, really bummed, and I was talking to Honey about it, and, you know, he's always supportive of whatever I do. Absolutely whatever. And he's like, you know, honey, you can figure it out, or if you need to, he's like, we can go to Hobby Lobby and you can pick up more yarn. He's like, you know, I know we don't have the money for it right now, but, you know, whatever, we'll deal with it. And I was like, no, I will figure it out. So I came up, well, the other day before I left, actually, I was pondering what to do. And that was on the video that you just saw. So the options that I picked out were, and I'll go over a little bit more in detail. Nicole Stitch Studio by Nicole, and this one is called Bella. It is a bulky number 6. It is 100% acrylic, 263 yards, 240 meters, 300 grams, or 10.5 ounces. Recommended hook and needle size is a 9mm, US 13 or M. Machine wash, gentle, tumble, dry, low. Made in Turkey, and this is just called white. So that's what that looks like. So then another option that I was pondering is, you know, this Red Heart Metallic with Love. I'll go over the specs with you. It's 4.5 ounces, 127 grams, 200 yards, 183 meters. It is oh, sorry, I don't know if I told you, but this is a super bulky number 6. Okay, so we're going from a number 5 to a number 6 to a number 4. So this needle size recommendation is a 5mm or US number 8, which I think is an eye hook. I think an I is an H, or an 8, or, yeah, no, it's an I9, so that'd be an H. I wanted you to use an H for this. Where was I? 99% acrylic, 1% other fibers, and it has to do with the, translucent fibers in here. And it is made in somewhere. English, French. Oh, made in Turkey. And that's what that looks like. Okay, so as I was sitting there figuring out like what I wanted to do, and like I was contemplating on using the bright pink, also with the, you know, translucenty 1% fiber in it. I'm like, you know, what do I do? What do I do? So I texted her last night, actually this morning. And I was like, listen, like, do you want flashy or do you want blend in? I wasn't sure because sometimes, you know, she is a little flashy and sometimes she just likes to blend in. So she said blend in, and I was like, fabulous. So then I decided that I was definitely going to go with the white. I just didn't know how I was going to tie all of this together. So once I was done the initial patchwork of putting everything together, and I realized like how much more I had to add on, I decided to, at first I was just going to go with this through the whole entire thing. So I did a round of it, and it didn't work out, obviously, because I was trying to go from a 5 to a 4. So then I thought, okay, I'll double it up. And I still did not like, when I went right into the cuff, the stiffness of it. So then I thought, okay, this stuff is really plushy and soft, you know, this Bella. So then I decided to make like a spring. Okay, so hear me out. Like, this is really, really thick, right? So when you try to squish it, like, it's not going to stay. It's like going to spring back. So what I did with this, on right after you see the patchwork, and I'll insert another picture of it here laid out so you can see what I'm talking about. I am lightly blocking it at the moment. I did want it a little bit bigger than what it turned out to be, and that's how I'm compensating. So it is all finished, and in just a moment, I'll go over all of the wonderful, agonizing details. Because let me tell you guys, this one was tough. Because I had to, because I did run out of yarn, I had to be creative. And I think I got it. Let's go over the details. So right after you do the patchwork, there's this little tiny section that's 2 rows long that I did, no, 3 rows. I did the first row as a 13 stitch decrease. Then I did the second row as just a regular half double crochet. The third row I did as a regular half double crochet. And that I did all in the Bella. So the reason I did that is when you roll up the sleeve, the sweater itself is so thick, which is what I wanted it to be, and so stiff that it doesn't bend. It just like, it's still like cardboard, until you wear it in a little bit. And it is going to be a stiffer sweater because it is so thick and so warm and so squishy, which is exactly what I wanted because, like I said, she runs very, very cold. This weekend at night, supposed to get cold during the day, high of 60s. I just wanted to be warm and comfortable, going to her first festival. So I was like, it's stiff. It's not going to roll up in case she needs to like just roll it up to wash her hands or whatever, to not get it dirty, or, in case she's eating, she just wants to, push up her sleeves. It wasn't pushing up. So then I made that, that bridge. And then after the bridge, I added the cuff that I love so much, the front post, back post, and all of this time I use nothing but double crochets, except for the absolute last of the white border. I went from white to the white metallic, back to the white. The white, I did 1 whole crochet around, single crochet around the whole entire neck border, flat border, bottom border, and then 1 whole single crochet around the cuff when I was done. It is 1:46 in the morning and I'm finished it, and I do love the way that it turned out. Now, once this dries, I'm about to turn on the fan, tilt it on it so it dries up a little bit. I am going to unpin it because it's blocking right now. Then I'm going to fold it as it is, like as a person was wearing it, instead of just seeing it all, stretched out looking all funny. So here's going to be that picture here of what it looks like. Yeah, so I did tell her, what it was, and told her what I was doing, only because, and I told her today, tonight when I was up here, and only because I was so bummed on how it was looking and how it was turning out, and the fact that I did run out of yarn, and that I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to complete it for her, and I already told her I had this surprise for her, and I thought she was going to love it. And then if I showed up empty-handed, I'd feel like the worst best friend in the whole entire world. Just, I would have felt really bad. So I kind of told her what it was, and told her that I really wasn't happy with it, and that, if she didn't like it, it was okay. Just please, please, please be honest, because I would rather you be honest than wear something that you are uncomfortable in. I think that's just the worst. And she was like, oh, no problem. I don't think I'm going to have a problem loving it, right? So then I start working on it. And guys, I got to tell you, I'm loving it. I love it. I love the way that it turned out. I love the way that it turned out. It looks like it was an intentional run out of bling or run out of yarn. I love the bling aspect that this added to it, so it doesn't make it look gaudy. I love the spring and the softness that this added. Oh, and that's the other thing that I did. When I did the panels here of this stuff, I did not do around the collar, because this is a tad bit, and I mean a tad bit. I wouldn't say, it's definitely scarfable. It's definitely wearable. but I just did not want it to irritate the back of her neck whatsoever. Oh, excuse me. And like I said, I don't think that it's, you know, very stiff. I don't think it's stabbing. Like, I can squish it and not even feel the little translucent pieces. Like, I wouldn't even guess that they were in there, but I just didn't want it to poke at her, you know what I mean? So around the collar and around the bottom of the base, I did not do any of this. Yeah, so I love the way that it turned out. So hook. Okay, so here's another one for you. The patches, I used a K-hook. For the extra white fluffy Bella, I used an I hook. For the metallic, I went back to a K hook. For the very one row single crochet tying everything together border, I used an I hook. So I did have to like figure that out, because, you know, I'm going from a number 5 to a number 6 to a number 4. Oh, and I'm sorry, guys. I didn't just use this as a 4. I double stranded. I took 2 skeins of the metallic with love and worked them both together. So then it did come out to be a little bit more like this very, very fluffy number 6. As long as I used the K hook. Now I tried to do an I hook with this one and it came out way too tight. And I tried to use a K hook with this one and it came out way too loose. So it did take a little bit to like do a, you know, couple stitches, and a couple stitches, I mean like a foot, and to see how it was looking. Now I also did notice when I was blocking it right here, and I'm not even sure I'm you know, worried about it, but towards the back seam, I did add too many stitches when I did my final, or my first round to seal it all in the white. It does have a little bit, well, it has 2 bubbles at the bottom. I'm not sure that it's going to matter, honestly, and I'm okay with it. I hope Gwen is. Whether she'll even, you know, matter or notice that it's going to be her derriere, who knows. That is the only thing that I wish was not there. There is a little bit of, it looks like I added like at least 3 stitches in 2 different spots too many, or crowded them too close. But as far as I can tell, that's the only thing that I have personally that I would change that is not the same. But guys, that's all I have for you today. I'm not going to do a reading. I am going to try to lay down and get a nap, because as soon as Matt gets done, he takes Cole to school. Then we're going to go home. He's going to lay down and take a nap. I have to run out to the Dollar General. Then we have to wake up by 12, go get the van, bring the van back, pack everything up, go get Gwen and Chris, pack up their stuff in the van, stop at Ollie's, get 2 tarps, stop at Walmart, get an extra little odds and end things that we don't want to buy, the bulk that Sam's offers. Stop at Sam's, which all 3, Ollie's, Walmart, and Sam's, are like boom, 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 all within like a mile and a half of each other. Stop at Walmart, I said that. Stop at Sam's Club, get stuff there. Then head out to, and the festival that we're going to is called some kind of jam. 16. I'm really excited because there's my favorite band locally, and they're actually not even local. They've toured everywhere, and I don't know if you've ever heard of them. Let me know down in the comments if you ever have, or if not, please go check them out on YouTube. I think you might dig them. They split for a little while. They're all related. I think most of them are brothers. They did split for a little while just to reset, I guess. So this is their first show back that I'm aware of in the area. But they're called Flux Capacitor. So I'm really, really excited about them. And then I'm excited about, I forget, I think it's Saturday night's headliner, which is, and it might be Friday, either Friday night or Saturday night. Dopapod, that's another really, really awesome band that we love. And then I think during the day, again, either Friday or Saturday, another good band that I like is Willie Jack and the 18 Wheelers. I think that's all their name. I think that's their whole entire name. Willie, oh no, Uncle Willie, hold on, Uncle Willie and the 18 Wheelers? Yeah, I think it's Uncle Willie and the 18 Wheelers. Yes. That's another band that's playing that I kind of am excited to see. And then I'm really excited because this is the first time Gwen has gone camping since a teenager, she said, and it was a very young teenager. So I'm excited about that. I don't know Chris's history about camping. You know, we didn't talk about that. Gwen just told me that today, that she's really excited because it's the first time she's going camping since she was a young teenager. And then this is their very first music festival, which I'm excited about. And I really, really hope that they enjoy themselves. It would be awesome if they did, so they can continue going with us, just to have another, you know, group of friends to chill with and hang out by the fire and cook with and cook for and enjoy their company. So guys, that's it. I'm not reading Melody tonight. I'm just going to let you go. Have a great weekend. I will see you probably Monday night. I don't know what kind of content that video is going to be, depending on how much crocheting I get done at the festival. I know that Gwen is bringing her crochet project. So I'm definitely probably going to bring something, so we might get stuff done. I'm just not sure how much or what it's going to be. That'll be another mystery. So guys, be safe, have a great weekend, and stay groovy. Bye.